So I like you very much, but a lot of people are not happy about you because you tend to overheat and shut down on people, and that's not acceptable, especially when a lot of us waited for you and pay a pretty penny. So yes. What is going on, guys? Gustavo right here, back at you with another video. And yes, Canon is about to release a firmware update to address some of the issues of the Canon EOS R5. Canon Rumor recently posted some information regarding some of the fixes that we may see through this firmware update. Now, one of the first things that they announced is that we may see Cinema Reallite coming to the EOS R5 for the 8K mode. Now, for those that don't know, Cinema Reallite is kind of like a compressed version of the Canon RAW, and it was first introduced with the C200, and it basically brings down the file size to about a fourth. So you're gonna be able to fit more information in your car. Now, I don't know about the quality, if there's a little bit of quality loss in that compression, but I'm assuming that Canon is doing this to address some of the overheating issues or time issues when recording in 8K, and perhaps this is gonna allow the camera to extend the 8K video capabilities. Now, another thing that it was very expected from this camera and never happened was the C-Log 3. Now, this camera, as it is right now, has a dynamic range of at about 11 stops. Now, C-Log 3 can actually could potentially bring it up to 13.5 stops, and this is going to be really much appreciated. Remember, C-Log 3 is going to help you to extract the utmost dynamic range from your sensor, and we're going to be getting it via firmware update. Now, the next piece of information is one of the most compelling one because a lot of people have been complaining of this overheating issues, the camera shutting down on people. Now, I gotta say that when I got my Canon EOS R5, I actually shot a little bit in 8K, I shot in 4K 60. I mean, I tried all the modes. I couldn't make the camera overheat, and I'm actually here in Miami. I was shooting outdoors in a 94 degrees weather. But again, I didn't shoot for hours, I didn't shoot for 20 minutes. I shot, maybe 5-10 minutes at a time and never had a problem. So Canon is going to be addressing that, limiting that overheating issues via firmware update, and we're gonna get some of that time improved in the cameras. Now, we don't know how much longer we're gonna be able to record. Definitely, they're not gonna eliminate the issue, but I'm assuming that probably if we can get an additional 25% from what we get right now, that is going to be really much appreciated. And here's the problem. The problem is not that the camera heats up. The problem is that the camera heats up to a point that the camera needs 2 hours to recover. And this is the reason why this camera may not be taken seriously for a lot of people looking for cinema-like quality in this camera. This is not a cinema camera, guys. So I'm really happy with this camera performance. I did a video actually showing some of my JPEGs, and when it comes to quality and resolution, the camera packs it with no problems. Canon should have actually released, like I mentioned in another video, a cinema camera and this camera as a photo camera, because when it comes to photography, I don't think that they have ever released a better camera than this one. So anyway, going back to the firmware. Another thing that we're gonna be seeing here are bug fixes, through this firmware update. So things are supposed to get much more stable and better. Now, the other piece of information that we've heard is that Canon may release a lot of the things that we're mentioning right now in subsequent firmware updates. So perhaps we may not see everything in one shot. And also, there may be a lot of things that they're going to be addressing that we don't know, we're not discussing right now in this video. So the Canon R5 has the chance to become a better camera, and I'm assuming that Canon is working around the clock to turn around the bitter taste that some people actually had about the camera. I myself, as a hybrid shooter, this camera has been performing, and to be honest with you, I don't have anything to complain about, and I'm one of the first person bringing things up when things don't work. But I don't know, let me know, do you have a Canon R5? I mean, are you having some overheating issues? And do you think that Canon is going to be able to mitigate most of the issues via firmware? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. And as always, thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.